Hi friends. Okay, let me set this here. We have all our suitcase stuff is still, obviously I haven't unpacked, but today is house painting day. I just went to get my outfit and I noticed there was the guys on the porch are back from lunch. So I was gonna show you how exciting they're painting. So anyways, say hey when you're hopping on. Show you. All right, so painting, we are painting the walls alabaster. So you can tell it was like a brown. There it is at the bottom. You can see like the old color, and here's my little baby fig. But you can see how it was like a yellow brown color, and now it's all white. Just primer. Okay, perfect. It looks beautiful. Beautiful primer. Thank you, muy bien. Okay, and so you can tell here some, I guess that wasn't our colors, but anyways, I would be fine with primer. It looks so amazing. So I'm gonna go out and I'll show you. So exciting. So we have, I love house updates. So I know some of you, I get messages sometimes, they're like, I want hair, I don't want house. But for the ones who love house stuff too, I'm here for it. Hi, I've missed you guys. We're back. Okay, so on the front of our house, they had like these little arches that kind of stuck out. So they scraped all those off. And they scraped them off. They were like, here, 1, 2, 3, and they're gonna make it just totally smooth. But like, look at the difference. So it's kind of yellow and then brown, but it's gonna be white. And they've got to take down all the light fixtures because we're switching those. They're like just rusty and old. But here we go. This is what's happening. You love it all? What do you guys like? You like it all? I love it all. I bought bird seed for these bird trees, or these trees for the birds, because we have tiny little animals. They're like the cutest little birds. And anyways, he's pressure washing, so we'll see. But fun day. Just so fun. Just exciting. Paint is like the magic of the world. It just changes everything. So, okay, let's do this. Thank you so much. All right. It's hot out there. We are no longer in Canada. Ooh, hot. Hi, Ivory. I know there's a lot going on outside. Okay, so we're just gonna get ready, hang out. Today was the girls' first day of school, so it looked so cute. We woke up a little late. They didn't go to bed until like 2:30, and it was a horrible night with her, and so her schedule's just out of whack. So I was sleepy, I guess. The girls got up on time, but I kind of looked like this. Well, I wore a hat and big sunglasses. And so I'm gonna get ready so that at pickup, they're like, oh yeah, their mom does look like. Okay, let's see if this does it. I haven't found my tripod yet. I took it with me on our trip, but okay, I was thinking I'll wear this little outfit. It's so cute, but it has shorts. So again, this and these. Thought this could be cute together. Hi. Right. I got so distracted by the paint that I didn't get my stuff together beforehand. So we're just gonna have to do it together. Okay, I've been using these, and because my skin's been dry, and they're wonderful. So I'm just gonna grab them. It keeps freezing. Let me not move around. See if this does it. Does this fix it? If it's freezing, hop out, hop back in. See if that like cures it. Sorry if you can hear the people on the roof. Okay, I need to find like a earring. I don't know if I have an earring. Okay, so we went to Mont Tremblant in Canada, and it is one of those beautiful places I've ever been in my whole life. It was absolutely just stunning. Okay. Typically I just use an earring, but for today I'm going to use a pin because that's nearby. These are from Pomifera. They are patented dose of 28% pure vitamin C and E plus a raspberry cell extract to plump, brighten, and reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. They are so hydrating. I thought this was going to be a serum. I took these with me, and it isn't. I knew it was good for like dry skin, and so I took these with me. It is an incredibly thick, moisturizing, just really great hydrating product. But if you've ever used a silicone primer, like when you rub it in on your skin and how it just makes your skin look really flawless, that's what these are. I have had them in my cabinet for a while, and I'm like, why have I never used it? It's so good. If my mouth is not matching my voice, try hopping out of the video and hopping back on. It's probably because I went outside. Like, okay. So nice. Yes. See if that fixes it for anybody. Does it? Let me know. I did notice since this has vitamin C in it, and since I was a little drier down here, I am not putting that right here right now because I don't need the extra vitamin C there. Where if you're ever dry, you don't want to put anything acidic in your dry area. All of my makeup is in that bag. We're gonna have to move, or just to go grab it. I'll go ahead and make my water and TrimFit and greens. It's my second. I'm doing a double today. What has everyone been doing? I feel like I haven't seen you. Did you get snow? What's your life looked like? So the girls started their first day of school. We've been homeschooling everybody, and Christian will still homeschool. But the girls are officially in school. And Beta was really sad she wasn't going to school, but she just turned 3. So next year she'll go. But I hope they have the best day. I've prayed for them like all throughout the day. Like that they make good friends, that they're surrounded by people who like build them up and don't tear them down, that this will be a new chapter of just something incredible in their lives. And the schools here, it's so neat. They have like this, Lexi Kate loves marine biology, and they have this really awesome marine program where they go out and snorkel and they help with like conservation of sea turtles. And like, I feel like emotional. It's just so cool that you're like, when you have kids, like for them to get to experience things that are just like, it was such a brave thing to move and not know how it was going to go, but that it's gone great. And I'm just praying that today goes really good for them and that they have like the best first day. And they're starting obviously mid-year, but there's so many neat things. Like Lola said she's gonna try out for theater, and like just so, I don't know, it's just so neat to watch your kids grow. And to like, this morning they weren't nervous. Like they have friends that go to school there anyway already, so because they started late, it's not like they didn't know anybody. They already have a good amount of friends that go there, and they were just so excited. And I'm just like, oh, it's just so grateful that they're going. And anyways, but it definitely feels like, okay, here we go. We've kind of had like a, you know, like we've transitioned to moving out of the rental into our house, kind of been busy with work and all these things. And they've been doing their homeschooling. They actually are almost done for the year. I was like, you guys have to slow down or you're going to end up going into school at a higher grade than you're supposed to. And so, but it's like, this will give us so much routine in what our days look like. You're going to have just such a good day. And so Christian is going to do sea turtle rehabilitation as well. And Christian and I are going to volunteer. It won't be part of the school, but there is a program here. And then when they have hatchlings, like a couple times a year, they help with the sea turtle hatchlings, and you can help go out to the ocean with them. Just so neat. Anyways, when the kids were younger, one of the preschool teachers thought Lola had two moms, like the mom that picked them up and the mom that dropped them off. And it's because this is what the mom that did drop off looks like. And the mom that does pick up was a little more put together. So I am going to transform myself into the pickup mom. I'll totally keep you guys posted on how their day went and how school's going. But let's go. I hope I don't lose you. I'm going to walk to get my carry-on bag that has all my makeup in it. Sorry, I even passed it. I should have grabbed it. I just grabbed a water bottle instead and didn't think about it. Oh, so neat. So excited about like the house being painted. Just so many, just exciting time of our lives. We got back and like yesterday, Christian was like, he put on his swim trunks and he went and like laid out in the sun, and it was just so sunny. It's so sunny today as well. And we were kind of like, I think I like the warm weather. We had so much fun in the snow, but whew, those of you who do snow often, like, where was I sitting before that it didn't look so, there you go. I don't know how you do it. Like, that snow is brutal. So the last day we were there was the most beautiful day. It did not even look like a real place. Like, it looked like out of a movie. I don't know how else to describe it. And all I could think about was like, how beautiful is heaven gonna be? Like, if places on earth are this beautiful, like Montreal, Canada, if you've ever get the opportunity to go, it is just breathtakingly beautiful. And so anyways, I just can't help but think like, how beautiful will heaven be? And I don't know, it'll be great. I did get into new Ophir. Maybe we can unbox that tomorrow. My goal right now is to get myself ready, looking like someone, throw my clothes on, and possibly put in a crock pot meal. Would you guys want to do a crock pot meal with me? And we can hang out and do this. All my skincare is from Pomifera. We did have something happen with our Facebook over the last few weeks, which is typically I send you links. It will now be you have to say the word me if you want links sent to your inbox. So not, oh, bummer. Oh, not today. Not today. Well, that's a shame. In case you're wondering what's in my carry-on bag, let's see, I've got a preschool workbook, jumbo workbook. Adam's mom got this, and we brought it with us. I have a bunch of crayons and some paper because the notebook was too heavy, and my camera. All right, let's just do it. We're just gonna get ready with how we are. All right, going in with a little bit of the wand, the magical jellyfish peptide wand. Most Hallmark movies are made in Canada. They should be. Like, they are, it is absolutely breathtaking. Okay. So, I don't know if you're like this, but after Christmas, after holidays, after vacation, I just feel like it is almost time for me to get back in a good routine. Finding like, what are my goals? I know it's technically New Year, but like, what does that look like? And I had like these New Year plans, but I obviously haven't gotten to stick to them yet because we've been traveling. But what does like my daily schedule look like and what's important to me? And so I have gotten a couple cookbooks, and I have my plan is to try one new meal a week. I felt like that's not too overwhelming to cook one thing new. That seemed very doable. So if you have something that you're like, you should try this, send me a link to the recipe or what it is, and I'll look into it. But I also thought it'd be really fun to share what that new meal is with you guys. And so that way, if anybody else wants to try the new meal, we can all try the new meal. God, I'm back. I missed not going live too, Nancy. I had great intentions to go live while we were on the trip. And to be honest, we were just so exhausted. Vacationing with 4 kids does not feel like really a vacation. It's long travel days. I was like, oh my goodness, I did not have a realistic expectation for myself. Okay, going in, Ophir still has that deal going on. So if you need makeup, you can get yourself some Ophir makeup. Palmifera for skincare if you were needing, oh, that's way too dark, but I don't know where my lighter color is. It's in a suitcase because it exploded. And I'm just gonna have to be dark and go down my neck. Way too dark. This is my sign. I should have spray tanned. Oh, it don't even match. Just don't do as I say, not as I do. This is bad. Really bad. Oh, bad color. Not that it's bad color. I'm just very pale. I have like no sunshine on my face. This is cardamom. So when you're tan, this is good. You have chicken in the crock pot. I just got a new non-toxic air fryer, and I'm trying to switch over our pots and pans to non-toxic. And I am wanting to just like cook more, and then also for some of the stuff, there we go. It's actually, I think, is the light, because it's not as bad as I thought it was. I'm wanting to just really this year be so intentional about what we put in our bodies, and especially like my kids, myself, and there's like, Christian actually works at a farm where he collects eggs, and so we buy eggs from the farm, and then they will like fresh chicken there that's like raised on the farm. And so we've been getting just like trying to shop local for like fruit stands or anywhere that we can to what we're putting in our body to be like homegrown, local farmers markets, like that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm working on. I just haven't gotten ready because there's just no point. The one day you saw me get ready, that was my day. That was my get ready day. And so I feel so good right now to get ready. I'm a get ready girl. I like it. I feel better about myself when I'm ready. Do I still use Unique Makeup? I was just talking about their primer today, actually. Like how much I loved that. I love a lot of their things. They also changed a lot of things over the years, and different stock. And I think your skin changes, and that's how I got started, was using them. But I really don't use it often, not much anymore. But I think that's okay. Like I have like a little collection of stuff. I use some of their lip products still, but I think as you kind of go through things, you find stuff that you're like, oh, this really works well for me, and I really like this. And so I'm just here for, you know, what's working for my skin currently. So probably the last, I don't know, since I started working with Ophir, I made a huge transition to a lot of their things just because I really love the way it looks on my skin. Okay, I broke this in Canada. To be honest, I've had this a very, very, very long time, but that's what happens if you drop stuff. You break it, you buy it. Ooh, you're in a group called Eating on a Dime on Facebook. They have great recipes for the crock pot. Also teach you, ooh, I love that. how to meal plan and prep ahead. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, last night I took my cookbook. I love cookbooks. I love a cookbook with good pictures just as much as like a good book. Like I love a cookbook. And I was riding down the road with it, and Adam was like, this is our life. Like I'm like flagging stuff with a Post-it note and like giving him things that I want him to grab from the store because this new recipe has this, and this. And I told him, I was like, do you ever feel like you're just learning how to be a grown-up? I don't know if it's because I had kids so young and I've just been like survival mode motherhood for a long time. But I was like, how much easier would our lives be if I picked out all the meals we were gonna have and then all the foods? And like, this probably makes a lot of sense to those of you who your brains are very organized. But I was like, normally I'm just like, what do we need? And I think of foods we're gonna eat. And then I end up trying to make something out of that and doing it the opposite, where I'm like, here are all my meals and here are all my things and here's my grocery list. And so that's what this week I would like to do. And then I know in advance what I'm making, what I need to pop in. And maybe some of you were taught this. I was not really taught. Like, I wasn't really taught. So, you know, you're just like 30 minutes before, while everyone's starving, you're like, what am I going to feed everybody today? And then you try and whip something up. And I feel like I've been doing that for a while, and I'm not really sure I recommend it. And so when we have been going through like different things for the app and like that, I was like, I want like the grocery list to be able to do printable grocery lists that go along with all the meal recipes, and like what would my dreams be. And then I was like, I could go ahead and start doing some of this now before that's around. But I was like, I want my life to be simplified. So that's what I'm working on. Okay, you became a mom at 30. It comes with getting older. Very organized with meals and planning the week ahead. Patty, I'll take any tips seriously. I do. I feel like we have just been kind of survival mode. Like, and Adam also is a good cook. So once he came along, like on nights where I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, we're gonna have cereal. Like, he now does some of that stuff, and that's so good. But I feel like there's so much satisfaction too of this is what we're doing, and just like a little bit of calm to your week. And I'm learning. Can I describe the taste of the greens, please? You want to try it so bad. You tried a different brand. It tasted like fruit, but I lost the comment. Oh, they go so fast. But also a nasty protein. No, this doesn't taste nasty at all. I mixed it with TrimFit, so it's like a berry and pineapple flavor. Almost reminds you a little bit of cotton candy when they're mixed together. The greens on their own have over 100 fruits and veggies. They have minerals from the ocean. They have like seaweed, sea kelp, spirulina, like all kinds of things that are really great for like detoxing your blood. And but they don't taste gross. I had tried 3 other brands. I'd had brands send me stuff to try, and I'd love to work with you. And I literally was like, I can't do it. Like, I don't like greens. And when they announced they're coming out with greens, I was like, I hate greens. Like, what a bummer. I'm so bummed that they're doing greens. And then I tried their greens, and I was like, these are delicious. Like, I love drinking them. My kids drink them. Like, you can mix them in your smoothies. You can mix them with your TrimFit. You can drink them on their own with water. They are so good. If you've never tried Beautiful Used Greens, drop over me below. I can send you a link. Or you can always go to CourtneySwan.com. I have like my link tree there with all the links. But their greens taste so good. Okay, you purchased Brighten, Pure, and Plump. What order do you put them on? So you always want to go like the lightest to the heaviest. So I would do like Plump, and then I would do Brighten, and then I would do your Pure Palmifera oil for your skincare. I would do that last because it's the heaviest. And you can, even the Brighten and Plump, it really doesn't matter the order on those two. Just do your Pure last. Ooh, you plan your grocery list about what you're having for the week. It makes life easier. use an app called AnyList. It's for recipes, meal planning, grocery lists. Super simple once you get the recipes uploaded. That's amazing. You always want to pre-plan but never can. I feel it. I gotta get going, or I'm not gonna have time to finish this makeup and put on a hat, put on clothes. Okay, let's do it. This is from Haas Labs. Have you ever used this brand? I absolutely love this color. It's called Fire Opal. Pretty sure my mascara from Palmafera is in my purse. I'm gonna go in with this. I left a hand warmer in my purse and it melted my Palmafera Happy Salve. This is, I use it daily. If you've never used Palmafera's Happy Salve, when you order Palmafera, add a Happy Salve. It is the most hydrating. I was flying down the mountain at minus 11 degrees and I do not have chapped lips. Like, it is so good. I used it on my face. I used it, and you'd use it on like my hands where they're a little rough. I didn't use it there and I wish I had. So good. Yes, if you have chapped lips, and I thought that I just was a chronic chapped lips person, like I'll have chapped lips the rest of my life. No, I just didn't have the right things. Okay, going in, I have this in here, so we're gonna use it. Again, right now, this is not really a makeup tutorial, this is more of a hangout day. But I love days like this, so. Okay, this is Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. I also am hoping I can run across my brow liner. You need to order more because you gave your last one away. It's so good. Again, I won't be able to send links to everyone, so you have to drop the word me if you want links. Just really simple makeup look today. So I want to try a chicken pot pie. I had chicken pot pie when we were on our trip and it was so delicious, and I was like, I bet I could make this. And so that's on my list for this week. I got puff pastry and a good amount of herbs, so I want to make that. But I'm wondering if I could cook all of the ingredients like in advance and then put them in my pan and then just like cook the pastry, you know what I mean? Because I feel like if I put potato and I put all these things that need to cook for a long time, like, will it actually cook? I need to research. Okay, I did not link them, but I've been using a new lash serum. If you go to CourtneySwan.com, it just says link for favorite lash serum. It's called Barboletta, and my lashes are growing. Like, they're growing, and I've been using them on my brows as well. And I've had to start plucking my brows in areas that I have not had to pluck in like 10 years. I can put the link in the comments as well. I have this linked in my Amazon storefront. So if you go to CourtneySwan.com, click my Amazon storefront. It's the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Ooh, Costco has the best chicken pot pies. Oh, I love a good Costco like pre-bake. Who am I to think I'm gonna be a cook? I should just Costco it. But I started also this past year, maybe 2 years ago, whenever we went to a trip to Florida, we got the kids some kids books, and I started writing in them, or I love giving friends like cookbooks or recipe books for like their birthday, and I will write something in it. Like or if I give someone a book, I will write something. And then also like if I'm buying myself a book, so like I wrote in my cookbook, like, this is the year we moved to Puerto Rico. My goal for this year is to cook 1 new meal a week. I'm excited to teach the girls how to cook, and just a little blurb. But I'm hoping that as they get older, you know, like my cookbooks will, like my grandmother used to have notes, or have like, this was the year, like my dad turned 5, this was his favorite food, and she'd like star it. And they were like little notes, so it was almost like a little piece of history. If you have cookbooks and you have a family, if you take the time to do that, or to go through and write little things, seriously, like, obviously my grandmother's gone now, but like I completely treasure things like that. My aunt ended up with all of her cookbooks, and I would love to get a couple of them and go through like some of her cookbooks. And there's a couple that I know she had that I've even thought about ordering off of eBay. It's not exactly the same, but it's like, oh, I could cook some of the same things. Yes, but if you do it, they can't regift it. Yeah, they're stuck. They're stuck with your cookbook for life. But right, here we go. I have to throw a bra on really quick. I won't do that on a camera, but I'll tell you where I'm going. I ran out of room in my closet, so I have to get them from Adam's. Okay, I'm just gonna move you really quickly right here, and I'm gonna take this. I'm not gonna be gone long, I promise. Just quickly. Lovely. And we're gonna do a crock pot meal together. All right, cutest little outfit. Obviously accessories would be so cute, but what's not really happening right now. I am tucking the bottom part kind of under my bra. Such a cute little outfit. Surely my aunt would let me see and get any I want. So I've asked before, they're in storage, and then I don't live close by, so she'd have to ship them here. And so maybe when I go to town, like if I go, well, not if, I know at some point I will go back to Tennessee. Okay. I wanted a hat that had some pink in it, but do we like this one? I don't think I like that. My hats are all the way up here, and I'm really short. This one, this is a good one. Patty, little Paris hat, that's cute, and some shoes. All right. Also, Adam's stepmom has a lot of cookbooks, and she's like a fabulous cook, and so I need to ask her too. Like, hey, would you mind, like, that's what I'm gonna ask everybody for Christmas next year, is I just want them to give me like their favorite, like actually use cook, like what are recipes like our family actually uses. Like she makes this really great, she makes a lot of great cakes actually. I miss her a lot. And that's what I'm gonna ask for. It's like, I want things that, I don't know, that you can be like, oh. And I feel like because my grandparents passed away when I was young, I don't feel, oh no, I'll have to type in that one. I don't feel like I appreciated, or like my granny, for example, like she used to paint pottery and she did all these crafty things, and so did my other grandmother. And I feel like I was too young. I'm trying to get my shoe on in case you're like, what's this girl doing? I feel like I was too young to like, I needed grandparents like in my, where I am now in life, and they just passed too early. And so I'm like, I need to have like an adopt a grandparent program. But I'm like, I want to learn how to cook, and I want to learn how to do these like certain crafts and crochet and knit and paint, all the things. Okay, here we go. I'll show you a full little outfit. Oh, you're gonna do a family cookbook for your son's wedding shower gift? So good. Okay. Ignore the pillow on the floor. This is a cute little outfit. So cute. Okay, if you want links for this, you can drop over me and I'll send it to you. I have a 20% off code for this little fit. Let's go, and that's gonna really bother me. I'm just gonna tilt it. We don't have time to scrub. I'm gonna go pop something in the crock pot. Hopefully, you guys still can see me. Hi, Ivory. Hi, you're such a good baby. Okay. So, tell me, moment of truth. Can you see? All right, I think so. Da, 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 da. Okay, did you know you can get these? I absolutely love the Cheesecake Factory famous brown rolls. You can get these at the Walmart. Like, so good. Okay. Yes, what are some recipes I remember as a kid? My dad's actually a really good cook, and he was the one that cooked the most in our house. And then definitely my grandmother's cooking, and my aunt as well. I loved like some of the stuff she made, but there's this cake recipe that we used to have it like a lot of, my grandma made a lot of cakes. And that's what I really wish I had for like our family dessert recipes. Where you're like, oh, like coconut cake or just different stuff, but it's okay. I haven't used a crock pot since I moved in, and I'm just now thinking, do I know where my crock pot lives? We've only been here once, and we've been traveling. Goodness and grace. I know I put it somewhere that I was like, this makes a lot of sense. Hang on, it came to me. Made a lot of sense. Came to me. Little crock pot. This is the Superior crock pot from Walmart. And I'll show you. I need to make like a little folder of cookbooks, but I've been on a cookbook too. So this one, Adam actually ordered this. And we kind of had this realization. We have a friend who, she has a cookbook. Hang on. Look how good. So we have a friend who, she's an amazing cook. She's such a good cook. She has several cookbooks. So our friend Sarah, we were over at her house, and she was just like whipping up just a lot of good stuff. I don't think these are on Amazon, but I will link them. So if you want to support Sarah, she's so good. She's such a good cook and just such a great human. Absolutely love her. One of those people that you like feel like charges you when you're around them. But he was like, we should get some cookbooks because we are just normally like throwing it all together and adding. That's a tank top that Veda wore yesterday. I'm sure it's fine to like dust it off. And we're just like normally throwing stuff together with some like everything but bagel seasoning on it. He was like, if we had a couple dishes that were like signature amazing dishes. And so this is a really good cookbook, classic Italian cooking. So I'll make a whole board of certain cookbooks and then some of them I got and they're lame. Like, do not like them at all, and I won't link them. I'm only gonna link the ones that I actually like. Okay, here we go. popping this in, plugging it up. Don't forget to plug it up. Okay, turn it on. Maybe. Does this outlet work? Yes, it does. Okay, what are your favorite meals to cook? I got this out of the freezer. So this is just chicken that needed to be eaten before we went out of town, and we didn't have time, so I popped it in the freezer, and then last night I took it out of the freezer. Always made ice cream pie. So good. Oh, that sounds delicious. Okay, so we have a meat store here that's really fantastic, actually, and they like marinate it in all kinds of like chimichurri and cilantro, and it's just marinated really well, and so it smells so good. Wipe this down, it kind of leaked a little, so I'm going to put that in, and then I'm going to smooth it around, and I'm going to chop some veggies. This is actually kind of boring, but if you like it, then we can do more of these throughout the year. I actually would like to do more of these and learn together. Okay, some of the best cookbooks are the ones you can get at the thrift store that the different church ladies put together to sell as a fundraiser. Absolutely. I used to have one from St. George Island. My parents used to live, I don't know if you knew this, my parents moved to Florida when I was 17, and I would go down and visit them some. And they moved to St. George Island, Florida, and they lived there for about, I think, 10 years. And then they moved to Hawaii. Then after my parents got a divorce, my mom moved back to the States, and my dad still lives in Hawaii, except he's moving to Thailand, or he's doing like a year around the world in 2 days. And so he actually won't be living in Hawaii anymore. And so, okay, let's do it. They had a fundraiser on their island, and it was the best cookbook. And I couldn't tell you now where it is through all my moves and all my things, but I got it when I was much younger, and it was such a good cookbook. I'm still a little low on certain things, like ideally I would love like a spatula, spoon, you know, but a spatula works just as well. All I'm doing is making it to where my chicken can cook evenly. This is not fancy. We have a big family, so that will be how I do this. All right, I am going to chop my vegetables. Sorry, friends. Lush bath bombs are 50% off. I don't work with them, but I got these as Christmas present or birthday presents, and that's one of the benefits of having a birthday right after Christmas is you typically can get some deals. Okay. I'm on my kick. One day I'll do a what's non-toxic, like things that I'm working on transferring out. I got rid of our plastic. I still have one plastic cutting board because I think for meat, I will still use plastic because I feel like meat absorbs. I ordered some parchment, but it hasn't came in yet. But I did get a wooden cutting block. And that's how I plan to chop my veggies on a wooden. I'm sure you probably see the same things that I see, which is basically like you eat this many amounts of plastic credit cards, which is so disgusting, and you should really be like not using plastic cutting boards. So after like the 400th one that I saw saying I shouldn't be using it, I finally got a wooden cutting board. Okay, real carrots. Because other videos I watch talk about the evil baby carrot and how they're bleached and how they're not that shape and you shouldn't eat baby carrots. So I bought real carrots, but I'm not sure. Do you eat baby carrots? I feel like with a roast, maybe. But these are just real carrots. We're gonna chop them. And I'll work on my commentary for my cooking lives because if you're gonna try, so what do you cook? What do you chop your meat on? If you don't do plastic, and I don't want the wood to absorb meat. This is like, oh, your mom uses a glass cutting board for meat. Autumn, if you have a link, or I'll look it up and I'll see if I can find one that's good. That's genius. Yes, I just didn't know of another option. I would like to not use plastic. Sometimes if I have a little more time, I will just fill my thing up with like a lemon oil, and I'll just let my fruit and veggies kind of like sit to get all the stuff off. But today we don't have that kind of time, so look at this shallot. I would say you can get some amazing produce here. It's hit or miss, but like this is $3.50 for these gigantic shallots. Glass cutting board. You guys are the best. Okay, so I'm gonna cut up a shallot, which I believe a shallot is like when a garlic and an onion made a baby, they made the shallot. And then if I have time, I'll cut up potatoes. If not, we will have it with no potatoes. Ooh, stainless steel cutting board. That's good. I would like to figure out how we can do certain like virtual events where like we could all bake cookies together or something. I've seen other people do that, and I just feel like it'd be so fun if we had a virtual where we all got to kind of talk. I know we get to talk in the comments, but I just think that would be so fun. This little shallot has a little spot on it. Okay, I'll prop you up on something else so you can see what's happening here. Okay. Maybe. Can you see? Okay, so in case, I feel like it's taken me a long time to learn how to do certain things, so you probably already know how to do this, but I'll tell you in case you don't. If you don't cut all the way to the end and you just cut like in lines down, I'll show you. You can actually, this makes it so easy for cutting and dicing tiny pieces. I was probably really old, embarrassingly old before I learned how to do that. And so it looks like this, and then you cut it this way, and it's just gonna dice it. Again, most of you probably already know this, but if you didn't, look at that. All these are diced that quickly. It's like amazing. Dicing up your onions. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? My kids are not huge fans of onions, so I do them really small so that they kind of don't know they're dirty. I have to leave soon. Oh, we only have one car right now. We came back to, well, we left, our battery was dead, and Adam went and got a new battery, and that didn't solve the problem. So we had to tow our car today to a mechanic, and hopefully they're gonna fix it. They said we have a sensor bad, so we just have one car right now. Chopping up to passionatepennypincher.com. They have so many great recipes. Ooh, chicken piccata. Oh my gosh, that's my one. I've never made chicken piccata. I have only had it at like restaurants, so I need to try that one day. Yeah, I'm gonna be number 2 mom picking up the kids today. They'll get to know number 1 mom, which is the hot mess mom. They'll know her way more because with 4 kids and a tiny baby, like it's just like I was braiding kids' hair and I was packing lunches and you're doing all the things, and at some point you're like, we have to leave and there is no time left for yourself. And so, but today we did this together. I was a little late going live because just stuff we were dealing with in real life, like, getting the car towed type thing. So it was a little late, but better late than never. Okay, I'm just doing chunks, about the same size for my carrots. Our crock pot's not just the best thing ever. All this smells so good. Sometimes I feel like if you, I don't know, see or hear other people cooking, like it makes you be like, oh, I think I want to do that. It's a little fun. Taco salads tonight, Monica. Pinterest is my best friend for recipes. So I actually don't lack recipes or pins, or I have so many ideas or things that I'm like, I want to make it. My problem is like actually doing it, like what we're doing right now. So I'm really proud of myself, and this is where I'm like, I want to be a doer. That's on my, intentional is my word for the year. Being a doer, like doing brave things, trying to go skiing again when I hadn't done it in a while, like anything that's like, hey, I don't just want to say, hey, I want to do this. I want to like actually do it. And so I want to actually cook like multiple meals a week myself. Like my husband does it, but I just think that there's something I really like about doing it, and I want to at least try one new thing, not just pin it, not just post-it note it on my recipe book. Like I want to actually do it. And so today we're actually doing. Keep my body moving, stay active, drink enough water, take my supplements regularly, like read the Bible, read books. Like I want to be a doer. And I want like real dopamine, like real, not just my phone, hearting it, like liking something, pinning it, saving it. Like I want to actually do. What is something you want to do? So it's 2:45 here right now. There's a lot of chopping. I watched the Pioneer Woman's cooking show during COVID, and I saw her like retake, like where she said, hey, put it in the microwave, and then she said, pull it out, and then she put it back in the microwave, pull it out. And it never occurred to me that like they do retakes, that it's not live. I guess because I do so much of my life real time. And then I'm like, oh, people, so I kind of had an unrealistic expectation that like every time they pull out a pan of something, it's just perfect. And that's just not real, not reality. And so thought it's really great to remember that things roll off, things, like get away, and things take time. Celery. Did you guys ever listen to VeggieTales? We had a VeggieTales soundtrack. Like, broccoli, celery, gotta be VeggieTales. Cauliflower, once an hour, gotta be VeggieTales. Anybody? Just me? Just me. we didn't have satellite radio, and we had VeggieTales. And it was one of Christian's very favorite CDs. So I'm a VeggieTale pro. You have 3 kids, and you didn't work while they were growing up, so you cooked all the time. You also had to save and pinch money, and rarely ate out. Now they all are grown, and you really want to eat out more. You almost, like when you weigh it out, if it's just you and your husband, it's kind of like, hey, if we split something, or if we did it, like for how much every ingredient costs, you really have to think, like, does this make a lot of sense for my family, like cooking at home, or should we just go eat something? But it's on my list, and I plan to. Adam really loves when I cook as well. He loves cooking, and he likes, like everyone likes his cooking a lot because he's really good at it. But I just want to, I don't know, be intentional. So here we are. And in my note to myself, I don't have that cookbook, it's in the car, but I have this one that I've been like going through. And like my note to myself was like, you're never too old to learn something new. And like, I think the words we speak to ourselves are so important. So it's saying like, I'm gonna be a great cook. Like I'm going to learn, and I'm going to learn how to do this, and I'm able to take time, but I'm gonna learn. And I think that's so important for us to remember, like in order to get good at something, you have to practice. And sometimes when you practice, you're not always that great at it the first time, but you get better. So I need one of the choppers. I have one. I don't know where it is, but I have one. Okay. We do have time for potatoes. So let's do it. Great, let's wash these off. I'll be back. Just don't mind me. Just back and forth, back and forth. Ooh, this potato seems better days. What happened there? So the pot pie that I had in Canada, this is where I really need the recipe, but it was just at a place, so I don't have one. The pot pie I had in Canada was very heavy on potatoes, and it almost tasted a little spicy, like creamy. Like if you imagine like a pot pie with a creamy taco seasoning. And so I'm gonna try and recreate it. I'm gonna just use small pieces of potato. And if there's any weird spots, I'm gonna take them out. How's the wellness app coming? It's going really good. We added 7 features. Things like you could take a picture of your whole meal and it will tell you your macros, and things that like for certain things for your cycle tracking that I don't know, that we felt like were necessary, or technology that we wanted to see, like, or for example, like the whole meals and groceries, that they could have printable versions of like recipe guides and things. So it's gonna be a little longer than we expected originally, but it's just because we added things that'll make it better. So a little more expensive to make and take a little longer, but really excited and really proud of it. And I think it'll help a lot of people to stay on track, and it really has a lot of things that I wish some of the apps I had have, and they don't. And so it's not out there. Create it. Oh yeah, we have a washer and dryer. We had an issue when we first moved in where the previous owner, I guess, had told the realtor she could have it, but it was in our sale agreement that it was ours. So we got here and there's no washer and dryer. And so, but she ended up replacing and getting us a brand new washer and dryer that was even better than the one before, so it all worked out. But kind of a little bit of a hairy situation, but it all worked out, so. Potato, potato. They're pressure washing the house. Sorry if you can hear it. It's gonna be so clean. I'm so excited to get my kids from school and hear about their day. So growing up, I volunteered in the church nursery forever, as long as I can remember, probably 7 or 8 years old. I always knew I wanted to be a mom. Like, if you were asked at school, what do you want to be when you grow up? It was a mom. I worked in the church nursery. I honestly just was like, I'm gonna be so good at it. Like, and then I became a mom, and it was literally the hardest thing I've ever done. Like, I didn't know, I was so young, I was 19, I didn't know the transitions like my body would make. I didn't know anything about like the changes. I didn't know, like the sleeplessness, the how just when you feel like you have it figured out, they change. Then you add a couple more in, and I do love motherhood, but it has been one of the hardest things I've ever done. And I feel like it has taken me just time. Like I'm just learning. And maybe they're all getting older that I'm able to kind of learn some things right now. But I just feel like it's taken me a while to like learn how to take good care of myself. I left my potatoes over here. Hang on. I'm gonna wash the rest of these. I wish I would put the potatoes on the bottom because they take longer to cook, but I'm cutting them in small pieces, so it should be fine. But if any of you kind of feel that way, that it's so normal. But I'm really excited to get them from school. I'm excited to hear about their day. Hope they had a good day. And being a mom, being a wife, being a human is so hard. You said you wanted 12 kids when you were young. That changed after you found out how expensive and tiring it is. Yes. Yeah. I did. I always wanted like a really big family, and I guess I kind of have a big family now. And I wouldn't even mind like adopting or having like 1 or 2 more one day, maybe, if I could figure out my work-life balance, and maybe if I just get this meal planning thing down, that will help. But they just need you, like kids need you. And now my kids are starting to get older and they don't need me as much. They got themselves totally ready other than me doing their hair. And I was like, we are really entering into a season of where they're growing, and like Christian's been driving and like all these things, and you're like, holy cow, we're entering in, whoops, new seasons. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of broth in here. This is what we're looking like right now. Look at us, cooking. I'm gonna wash my hands off just really quickly. I can even do like, you could honestly turn this base into anything. So this is gonna cook for a while, and you could even like just do this and then later put a bag of rice in with it and just have like chicken and rice. But we're gonna season, because it's always good to season your veggies. Salt and pepper. Gonna kind of what seems like over seasoned, but it's not, because once we put that stuff on, stir it around. All right, I gotta go in a minute. This has been really fun to do today. Little not traditional live. Hi! So fun. Great. Shaky, shaky, shaky. And I'm only gonna pour in like half. Then I'll do the other half later. And then you ensure you don't burn your chicken to the bottom. And I might even put like a tiny bit of butter. I know I talked all these things about cookbooks, and I don't have my cookbook and I don't have a recipe, but so far we've just chopped up veggies. Put this like on top of our stuff, and it'll just soak in, and put the lid on top. Okay. life looks different with older kids. Sometimes it's hard to find your purpose. Monica, but I've wondered that because I've never been like really an adult without kids. And I was like, what will I do like when I don't have kids? But I also think that that's such a time where you can really find, like, this was really encouraging to me. Adam's grandmother started on a tennis team at 40. Adam's other grandmother started painting in her late 30s, and she's still alive actually, but she was an amazing artist. I'll show you some of her work. We shipped her art down here. Like this is one that she did when she was in her 40s. Like, look at that. Is that not just stunning? Like, it's not like me moving around. I live in a concrete. That reconnecting. What's exciting to me is that you can learn to do new things as you age. Like you may not even found your favorite hobby or your best friend at the stage of life that you're in right now. You may not have even found your thing. Like, that's just so exciting to me. Is that I may not have even found like what I'm really good at or what I really love yet. And that the best season of my life may not have even happened. And like loving the season that I'm in, but knowing that there's so much like, to get to do, like that's so exciting. So I won't have to worry about it because Beta's young. Right, I have a long time of parenting ahead. The way I've spaced out all these kids, I probably won't. I don't know if I'll ever be an empty nester until I'm old. But but it's really I don't know. It's exciting to think that she didn't start playing tennis. She ended up traveling until she was in her 80s playing tennis and went to state championships. So I really encourage you that if you're like, there's something you've wanted to do or try, or maybe you try it and you don't like it, try something else. But that there is, there's so much to be able to learn and do, and that your best part of your life may not have even happened, which is so cool. So enjoy now. Time really flies. Yes. So today, like, what is something you've wanted to do? And do it for yourself today. Take a little bit of time, even if it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, if you have an hour. Like, oh, I've been wanting to do this. Maybe you've like had on your list that you want to try, but you just haven't. And today I'm trying cooking. So Ivory, come. Anyways, I gotta get off here. I love you guys. I hope you have the best day. I'll let you know how our little meal turns out later. But anywho, love y'all. I'll talk to you later.